we've got a little bit of an updated Jowl, courtesy of um, Queso Wolf and also my model maker, Lena Cat, which I personally think the shader work has been uh, really quite nice. The outline as well is a nice addition too. I think the whole thing just looks nice. I didn't expect it to be such a visual improvement. I was hoping, and it's still a bit of a work in progress on that front. I was hoping for more of a improvement on the expressions and stuff. I think I need to play around with, I guess it'd be called output values. So the the outcome from what I'm doing with my face is a bit more extreme, so it's a bit more obvious that it's happening. But otherwise, I think it's a good-looking fox that we've got now. That's mine, of course. You're welcome to have another one. I shan't judge you too harshly if it is a incorrect opinion to hold. But anyway, how are you guys going? It has been what? A little bit over. Well, actually, it's been a week as of like now since I saw you last. I had my last day of work on last Friday for a little bit, and then I went to a Bucks thing for Friday and Saturday, which is why I didn't stream. And well, then I've had the week off so far, and I had an MRI yesterday morning and this morning. So the Bucks thing, really not my scene. Really not my scene. It was very much, what's the word? It was like very much too cool for me. That's the only way I can put it. Like there were drugs and stuff. It just wasn't for your boy. Not at all. So I was originally planning on staying until Sunday morning, and oh, excuse me, going home during the Sunday at some point. But after the experience of the Friday night, where a lot of people were just high, frankly, I think some of them were actually tripping as well. In any event, not the greatest environment, at least in my opinion. I was like, yeah, I might leave early from this one. I might leave on Saturday night after dinner, and I did. The actual Saturday was a quiet one. It was basically, what was it? Basically, I mean, we're up in the Hunter Valley. And for those who don't know, it's an area north of Sydney, and basically it's just wine country. And I guess unsurprisingly, we went to a brewery for lunch and then a winery after that, which I guess makes sense given it is wine country. But that was basically the Saturday. And then I think on the Sunday, originally on the Sunday, there was plans. I don't think there were any plans on the Sunday, actually. But there were plans being developed on the Saturday afternoon slash evening to go to some sort of, I think it was like a pie shop or something up there on the way out of the Hunter Valley and what have you. But I don't think I missed too much. Speaking of which, I need to check how much I owe because I'm almost certain I owe something because of the Airbnb, if nothing else. Yeah. Look, it was an experience, and I guess it's nice to say that I've finally seen cocaine in the flesh. I guess you know it's useful to finally apply those things I learned in PDHP health back at school. Not quite how I expected to apply it, but interesting nonetheless. And then Monday and Tuesday, I really just kind of felt like I was recovering from from the weekend. I only went to bed on the what was it? Well, Friday night, Saturday morning at 2 a.m. and I was Oh, excuse me. I was definitely not the last person to bed. And then on the next, then I woke up at like 8. And I was on an air mattress, and I discovered throughout the night that I was just sitting on the floor. Lying on the floor, I should say. Because it was just kind of deflating. So I had these two balloons of air either side of me, just kind of wedging me, holding me in place like I was a baby. So I wasn't comfortable, but I mean, that was also part of the reason why I wanted to get home, to have a more comfortable sleep. And I'm happy to report I did want to get home, have a more comfortable sleep. But yesterday, I had to be up. I'm trying to think. Hold on. I had to be out of the door by 6:30 to be at my mother's place, who was kind enough to drive me to the MRI at 7, for her to get us there at 7:30 for the 8 a.m. MRI scan. And then today, I had to be out of the door at 7:30 to be there at 8 for an 8:30 arrival for the 9 a.m. scan. I think that's how it worked. It was not ideal, not how I was expecting to spend my time off. I'm looking forward to not leaving my bed until like 9, probably at the earliest tomorrow. Like, very much so. I'm looking forward to that. Because as you maybe can tell, I am in need of a sleep in. Because I'm yawning, and it's not even Friday. Normally, I save my yawning for Friday. But this week we're getting in a bit early. I've done my tax returns, I've done my timesheets for the month so far, and now I need to focus on cleaning and tidying the apartment, and accreditation stuff, architecture. That'll start tomorrow. As well as, I've said it before, and as always, I'll say it again, and it probably won't happen, but I'll say it nonetheless. I want to try and get just chatting, well, maybe not chatting, but like a introduction scene, a non-gameplay scene. So I'm not just sitting in front of a screen with the test pattern. That's the word. Test pattern on it. Some sort of in-between, right? There's got to be something like that. There's got to be an in-between between the intro and the game scene. And that shouldn't be hard to do, but it almost certainly will be. That's just how it's going to be. And on that note, let's open up the museum. We need to go... Hello, Sam. How you doing? How's the world treating you today? You're just in time for us to jump into the museum. I was just saying I'm quite tired because I've been up early the past 2 days for MRIs. Because that's the other thing. Originally, it was just one MRI. Yesterday was just going to be the one MRI. And then it turned out, no, actually, there needs to be 2 MRIs, because you originally booked an MRI for 20 minutes, where we need one that's longer. So that was fun. I think that it was my first MRI yesterday. Well, it's my first set of MRIs. And it was noisy. And that was not surprising. You know, I don't think anyone says a quiet operation having an MRI. But it was a different kind of noise to what I expected. I expected like lots of ka-chunks and, you know, like mechanical noises. But the fact that it was really kind of like digital noises, or almost like, what's the word? Like, almost sounded like alarms were going off when it was doing its thing. Just kind of threw me off. It's not what I expected it to sound like. I was hoping I could say that. Receive the bronze. View. Sorry. Okay, so that's just in here. Let's jump into Space Museum. I am tempted to rework how it looks, to be honest. Because I think it could look better. Our museum, that is. And maybe not just look better, but also, like, operate better. Because it's a little bit ramshackle, a little bit kind of hodgepodge. I think.
Radio Vod on 2 Point Radio. Good day to you. It's a good day for me.
It just feels like this here in particular feels like a bit of a mess.
In the show, we'll be going live to the Big Dig with 2 Point Radio's.
Like, we can definitely spread things out a bit more, right?
But first, A piece of music to get
IMHO.
just right.
Okay, how do I want to do this? I think what we want to do...
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves.
Got the exhibit back.
Stuff.
Gonna move that there and make it a little bit larger. Because why the hell not?
Someone is stuck in the museum. They may need dislodging.
We're gonna move these back. A bit more queuing space with that over there. I don't know why we put down posters, thinking about it. No one ever buys them. But it feels like something you should put down, right? You need to have a bit of everything. That's what I reckon. Because the minute I don't put it down, someone's going to be like, oh, I want a poster. Hey, Chow, where's your posters at? They were there, but no one was buying them. So just leave them there. Can I put in a back door? No. Okay, so I've done that. Can we move this? Move that over a touch. Can we square that up? No. Unless we put the door somewhere else. Ideally, I'd have this door behind, like, here. Maybe we could do that, actually. Oh, excuse me. I don't want guests sneaking out of a place that they're not allowed to go out of. Get it? If we put that there... Oh, I was thinking about a collision with that. Well, let's think about this for a second. Put that over there. No, you can't make it better than that is. That'll do. 3 toilets is more than enough. We're here, okay. Okay, we solved the column, that's fine. Then we can wall this off. Here. Like so. Can we even do it like that? Look at door, counter door on one of those, okay. So can we do this? No, because that's too close to that. I thought I was being clever. What is activating this? It's too bright. A square and a circle and that, I think, right? There's the square, and there's the circle. There's a cafeteria, very important. Oh yeah, and we've also got all this space down here now. Okay, very useful. Okay, yeah, we are actually going to rework this whole thing. I've decided, as it turns out, as you may have guessed, it's going to happen. Yes. Put that there. Do that. Why does it delete the whole wall? That's what I want to know. I'm not a fan of that. Because what I want to do... We're going to annex some space.
Put it in the gift shop. The tap won't sell itself.
Where are you off to, sir? Don't tell me they're going to the shop through there. Okay. This was 2 triangles and a circle that activated that. We're gonna put this. Okay. Okay. We're working this out. This goes here. With that. Next to it, but not too close. And this next to it, but also not too close. Wait, is this likes the space probe decoration? What's the space probe decoration? Which one is that one? Sir? Oh, it's this one. So we shall put this here. Put you there. Move that there. This here. As such. Put the donations there. Into here. Deploy the satellite. Like so. Give it some room to breathe, why not? It's a cool exhibit. IMHO. Don't know why it's a dragonfly, but I can get behind it. Yeah, I forgot about that. Put it there. And do that. Give it a little bit more room over here. That in there. Don't fret. Significant throughput. Very nice. Close this off. No dice. Put that over there. No, not you, sir. That. The thing under your feet. Anyone seen anything exciting in Gamescom out of curiosity? The Dawn of War 4 announcement could be interesting. In my opinion. The question is whether it will be. And the answer? I am uncertain. Frankly. Because Dawn of War 3 was such a wet fart. I want to put you there. I want to do that. I want to put this like here. I think. It doesn't need to be. Oh, that definitely doesn't need to be there. Yeah, that'll do. And then we can probably put the toilet back. Okay, come on. Is all of this work going to be worth it? The answer may surprise you. No. Almost certainly not. This is the only toilet in the entire facility, so I shall extend it. Put a stuff-only door there. We can probably leave that there. And maybe have another door there. Actually, can we have 3 doors? Could we be dead-end? But then we're blocking that, so no, we'll just leave it 2 doors. Oh, did we just copy that? No, this is a different facility. We've got 2 facilities. Does it all need to be behind locked doors, though? I mean, it would make sense, right? Am I overthinking this? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. Okay, if it's over there, you can catch that. Still a lot of dead space over there. Can I move this back a bit more? Same with this. Sorry, fellas. I'm gonna put that away. Put that away. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell this. And sell that. Yeah, that's fine. It wasn't a huge amount of money. Oh, did that door not fit? Is that what I'm getting out of this? Yep, that might be the case. Nothing a cheeky bit of this won't fix. So I've got a bit more room. So I can put it back here. And we'll keep that there. This side of it exposed. Museum? No, I do not want to see a museum. Why is that even an option? Why is there a self-destruct button? Like that. Okay, that's looking pretty professional. We're gonna have to redo the tour, obviously. But, you know, no sacrifice, no victory and all that. You can just sit over there for now. I'm gonna throw that across like that.
Alert. As starting.
The door here. And here. Like that. Lovely. Sorry, so no cheesy gubbins for you. Yeah, the thing is still not working properly. I need to fix that. Guess I can add that to the things I'm doing tomorrow. We can expand the toilets, at least. With a bit more capacity. It's nice. Okay, that's the launcher one. I don't think any of these exhibits are actually unreachable. I think our clientele are just cowards. Now we just need to figure out what we are doing with all of this space. If we put that in storage, we're going to reset all this. Everything back into storage. No seating. Okay. So half the people are in the air, and half the people are bemused. Like, what? Okay. Okay. So this is obviously the main attraction. And for this we need 2 triangles and a sphere. Is that? No, that's far enough. I mean, that's close enough, I should say. That's close enough too. We get rid of these machines as well. And is this close enough? Yes, it is. That has been activated. How much does this need to be? It needs a circle. We've got one, and it's over here. So it would have to be in this room as well. So if we move this a bit more this way, like that, we can have this here. And it's not covered by the square anymore. That is fine. We can slap one down right over here. Excellent. Everything's back in business. What's the... Oh, you're facing the right way. Yeah, that's my bad. Alright, now we need to pimp it. Get information. Well, firstly, get donations. So I'll have one here and one over here. And then we need to get some information on the different exhibits. Oh god, we didn't have ambient speakers. What are we doing? Gotta have that ambiance. I'm still unconvinced as to what space ambience is. Is it just like NASA recordings or something? Unfortunately, I have to do these all individually. Okay, that's all Gucci. But the buzz, I imagine, is pretty piss poor. That's not terrible, but it's not great either. Now, a lot of these things needed a... Hiccup, no, they needed a life station. Which one needed a life station? The triangles? The triangles needed a life station and cylinder. Okay, so put one next to each of those. Yeah, that's as good as place anyways. Put one directly behind that. What does this one need? Near space probe? Also near space probe. That works out well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Like that. What did this one want? Near space buttons. We can get buttons on a wall. Don't even worry about it, my man. And move you out just a touch. Get some buttons behind you. That's 5 out of 5. A model Earth. Now let's get some banners again. This one's still having a bit of trouble. I think a model Moon and a model Earth can't fix that. I didn't fix it totally, but it's on the way. Being fixed. Hey, that should be that back in business. Now let's just set up a tour. He seems as good place as any for a tour. Tour start. It's pretty much just the perfect tour. Done. So that's all in place. I think we've done it. I think we've fixed the museum. And by fixed I mean fixed. Because it didn't really need to be fixed. What was this? Oh, an interactive display. I think. Oh, metal slap down here. That's a perfect spot for it. Something like that. Oh, just have a bit more buzz around here, make sure we're all buzzed out. Yeah, we're not buzzed out over here. What needs to be this? A live station. This has the wall buttons, that's got the probe. Is there a space exhibit? What does this one do? A live station. Hey, a live station. That's just a shelf of plants. Let's not get too, highfalutin about it. Space column? No. Light. And we'll throw down another moon, because why the hell not, right? Perfect. Wait, we got rid of that door into here by accident. Oops, daisy. That's right, we can slap one down here.
It's Monty Barnett. How's it going, Monty?
Ricky, hello, great to be with you. It's a special day. The anticipation in the air. Well, I can feel it.
Tell us about the digging.
As of yet, no
Complete
actual
an exhibition
digging.
of cheesy
No one seems
heat
to know what the
feel.
equipment is. To the already feelable atmosphere.
Sorry, Ricky Hawthorne. Cheesy heat feel. We need 2 janitors. Warwick Mullet and Nikki Hogwash? Why can't we choose a cargo? Seems weird.
You are, Monty. Gripping stuff. It's like you're right there with them, waiting.
Cafe requires assistance. Assistant.
$2,600.
Thank you.
Actually, whoever put these here, me.
Announcement.
Bad decision.
Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
Get rid of those, there's a bit more room. This is very popular. Move that out of the queue line. Yeah, let's try this again. See if we can. Oh, can we use it here? Can we use it here? Can we use it here? We need the survey scan. Two surveys. 3 survey scanners, please. Actually, if we move that there, we might be able to throw down a private
Guests being
staff
uninformed
toilet.
should educate themselves somehow.
Excellent. Can't wash your hands, it's fine. These guys just deep-throat baguettes the entire time. I admire their commitment to the bit. I've got a survey scan. How about you? Oh, Mickey Hogwash. Survey scan. Onwards.
Exhibition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
Hey, oh god, perfect. All nicely segregated. The old one entertainment. So much entertainment here, guys. Okay. Your team approaches the Great Cheesy Heap Field. Countless asteroids block their path. Approaches the Great Cheesy Field, sorry. To the motherboard mining ship. Blast the path, navigate asteroids, send janitors to the motherboard for help. We can't send the janitors because it's blocked. Navigate asteroids. Your team executes a perfect route for the Cheesy Heap Field, complete with genuine tension and multiple barrels. The asteroid field is intact, and the cheese moonmongers are amazed. Trait, eat cheese. Is that, like, did the janitors get that, or did the museum get it? Both sound good. I'm gonna hire another security fellow.
If you've enjoyed your visit, please consider donating. I won't see any of it, but still.
Delectable! With the route to the Cheesy Heap Field and access to the motherboard, you should now be able to reach the Blue Cheese Moon. You can now explore our entire system of astral anomalies. If you're heroics in space, we want you to have our recipe for rank cheese. It gives us false courage on difficult expeditions. Ooh, a ball. That's gonna be near for sure. There's another square with cubes, quickly. On a Blue Cheese Moon. I think for that, we're gonna move the cheese that way, move it out, and we'll have the ball thing in there.
Announcement.
We'll do that in a little
No
bit.
running in the museum, obviously.
No free exhibits, sorry, fellas. That's the cheese fields. There's one other undiscovered item over here. Let's go here one more time. You, Chayden Shaw. Not too fussed about the time delay. Let's get an increased survey. Onwards to victory.
Announcement. Just expeditions, maybe exhausting.
Hey, these fellas look like they need a bench over here. I'm happy to oblige with the seat. A space bench. Oh yeah, that was easy. At least we'll need a bench in here too. We need some more benches. You can sit and look at the thing. It's like a very important part of a museum visit. Sitting down and viewing the object. Okay, so it is. Oh, they're into it currently.
New to the Cheesy Gubbins family of snacks. Cheesy Gubbins Zero. 0 calories, 0 cheese. Zero.
Zero cheese seems like a real oversight on the Cheesy Gardens Department of Knowledge. We could research this. That seems like a terrible decision. Party approaches the artifact's last known location, but the entrance is guarded by a lacto mammoth. It rules a cheesy warning. Distracted, shouted it. Shouted it? We were injured. Gosh darn it.
Vandals, not vandalizing. We spot them, obviously.
Eve Cunge. I think we need another assistant for the club. The shield ring for 4, $664.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
All good value. So, wait, the postal give value too? This one's poor. Oh, yeah, crazy. Exogen, dinner. A cheese refiner. Interesting. Happy did I have? Are you still hungry? When we expand the museum, we need to expand the cafeteria as well. Not just that, because it's a very cafeteria build, as I mentioned before. Oh, where's Homie with the cheese shoes? Oh, it's right there. There's no way we can deal with the cheese shoes, I think. We might be able to put them in here, I guess. I don't know if it'll help. I hope we have to send one of those special missions to fix that. Yeah. It looks like it might. Oh wait. No, it could be Gucci. Excuse me.
Your ticket does not support re-entry. I can offer stamp your hand, but it's a something thing.
Go distance.
Yes, us back in the museum. Someone should probably help.
I don't know how.
Announcement. Exhibit needs restoring.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do. I think I'll get some more of those bobbles. Which I think gets me from there. We got 3 from here. I'm assuming I get them here. Close a mullet. And Tiffany curtains. Okay, long way, close mode.
Staff requires mental attention from this game.
Okay. We just. Oh, hello, Wolf, how you doing? That's all quite well treating you. And slap down coffee machine. Come on. Pops all over that.
Announcement. Randall calls the act. What a bad guest.
coffee machine. Oh. Am I allowed to just go from the other side? No. Okay, well, it's over there. That's fine.
To restore its fit, thank you.
Get it, thump, get on it.
Ricky Orthon, Function Point Radio. I know
Excuse me?
news where a man dressed as was has been supplying the fruit at Crumley supermarkets all over the country. If you've seen a Crumley bubbler, please contact your local authorities and tell them what that was like.
Use a space guy to go over there and deal with the journalists instead of. How do I put that now? Right. Oh, a moon boot. Curious. Into the inventory. Yes, let's also. I'd love to have you. You can actually have a room there. Surprisingly. Is he here? Oh, that's just like in there.
It may feel like you have to make a donation, but you don't. It just feels that way.
That's by design. We want you to feel like you have to make a donation. Yeah, that's a fair point. There's not enough bins because there are no bins. That was a astute argument. I would argue there's no need for bins, really. I'll put some down. I'm happy. Okay, you don't cosmo and Lucy back. Onwards.
See medical attention, you say, before going to hospital. Please stop being so farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
If I was a kid, I think I would. Well, if we were afraid, if I was alive, I think I would realise it. I think it would be pretty cool to visit. What's the plan? What's the no, graphic things? My entrance to the toilets. Okay.
Museums of Ottawa, right.
Just self doing your standing, huh? I think self in the bottom is just weird. Just pepper kid. Oh, it's this guy. Kid was just in the middle.
These be prevented from escaping. View.
Broken how?
Announcement. We've been advised, but I don't know what hospital or campus.
Yeah, just notice the bit rate's really low. What is that?
Announcement of city status unexpected.
Okay. Come on.
Before we go, let's check in with Monty Barnett. Have a big day. What's the scoop, Monty?
Oh, what? It's hard.
Have you found anything?
Just going to sit down.
Look out here, folks. Those brave officially will not rest until the job is done. I'll leave a quick sit down.
Loading. It's turning on the settings, or you think a fast encoding process. Why does it only upload it?
These calls before they escape from an accident.